I can feel it in the air. It's getting colder, but yet so warm. Before we know it, it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. This year, I'ma give me something special. It doesn't cost a dime, but it's precious. Hope Santa won't forget it, then I won't forgive him.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy For Now. It's me Isabel here with your December reset. This is like a quiet month, a cozy month. I am very excited to be snuggled up in blankets with my animals, reading books with the Christmas tree light on. Like, it's my favorite, absolute favorite time to read sometimes. But December is still a month that's happening. It's still busy. You're definitely going to see me on my, with my content happening still. But also, some things may happen where I don't post, and that's fine because it's just that kind of month, Like, I want to lean into just enjoying my time. So let's dive in first with all the commitments. I have 3 commitments this month, and that's it. Keeping it easy. So December 8th, I will be live over on Beautifully Bookish Bethany's channel with the Court of Frost and Starlight discussion. I'm very excited to see how that goes. I will be there. Pending no disaster, I will be there. But yeah, I will be live with them for that. I'm really, really curious to see how it goes and what we all think of it. I'm curious to see what I think of this one on reread even. So I will be live over there for that. And then the other commitment that is a thing happening, we're trying to make it work. Listen, we're trying to make this work in the schedule. We think it will. We're not 100% sure. If it does not happen, if you do not see this appear on your feeds by the end of the month, I want you to know it's coming in January, like the first weekend probably. So do keep that in mind. But 24 and 48 is back. This is a readathon I do with May over at This Past Romance. She doesn't really post, but you see her in my videos all the time, my bestie. She and I are going to go live for 12 hours, 2 days in a row, 12-ish hours, probably closer to 8, let's be real, and read. We have done these repeatedly throughout the year. We randomly do them. They're really fun. They just kind of let us sit and read and focus on books for a bit while also being live and hanging out with y'all, which is honestly so much fun. We're a little bit chaotic together. Your last live with us was the Christmas novellas we did last month. So we would like to try and squeeze in another 24 and 48 or 24 and whatever if we tack on a Friday sprint. But we're just kind of waiting for the final end of year schedules to happen, to be clarified for us, to let us see what we need to do to make that happen. But tentatively the last weekend, last Saturday and Sunday of December are on the calendar as this happening. Okay, so clear some space. I figured that's a quiet week for a lot of us and a time to just make sure we've hit our reading goals. I've already hit mine, but that's no surprise here. Next, the only other commitment I have is reading Phantasma. This is my members pick for the month of December. I'm really excited for this. This is a gothic fantasy romance situation, Danny Phantom inspired. I've heard a lot of good things. I've seen some bad reviews, but I mostly have heard really good things. So I'm very, very, very excited to see what I think as I take this journey into this world. Next up, we have Read What You Own. I'm having to film this ahead, but tentatively I'm down by 9 books in November. So honestly, that's a win. And I will say I'm planning to continue Read What You Own through 2025. I need to read more of what I own. And I am planning to focus in on that more in December when we talk about my mangas and stuff. Later in this update, I'll have some things I'm planning to do. But because obviously it's holiday time, it's busy, I do think I will probably be reading more of what I own anyways, because I'm just going to have my Kindle with me places and be reading while I'm out and about. But I am going to, when I do my stats and stuff for the year, I'll do a final count on my Read What You Own that is fully reconciles what I purchased and what I read, to make sure we are actually ending the year in the negative, because it does look like we're on track to end the year in the negative. So that is honestly thrilling to me. Next, we have the Hardest Reading Challenge. If you're unfamiliar, I'll link to the video down below for you. It's on QWERTY's channel. This is such a fun challenge and I love it. I am modifying it for myself because there are just things I don't read when it comes to this challenge. One of those things is I don't read physically that often, and I'm not great about picking up unread books off my shelf that I have. So instead of garage sale books, I'm reading off my shelves is the plan. So these shelves, bookshelves, not manga. Manga will not count for that challenge because that's going to make it harder to make it where I have to read off of these shelves. And then there's the Read Spiffbo non-finalists. I don't really read sci-fi fantasy like that. I read a lot of vetted sci-fi fantasy, and like, there's nothing wrong with indie sci-fi. I'm just not familiar enough with the genre or confident in my ability to pick a book I'm going to want to finish in that genre. So I'm making those Stuff Your Kindle books because that will be equally as hard for me to find a book I want to finish in. So I don't feel like it's a terrible swap. So I've made those swaps. This month in December, I'm going to finish a webtoon. So if you have a completed webtoon that is not Lore Olympus that you think I should read, let me know in the comments. And then the other thing I'm working on is finishing A Person I Know's Name challenge. So I'm in the middle of 2 books as a filming this with 2 names I know, and I think I have a 3rd one picked out already. I have a couple options for a 3rd one, so I should be done with that challenge by next month. And then I only have to read the letter X and Z still, which by the time you see this, I hopefully will have read X. If not, I will finish that. And as we stand right now, going into December, I'm 17% through the prompts, and honestly, I think if I can knock out some of the, like, denser challenges like that, I will be good to go. I've also decided I think I'm going to read Spark of the Everflame for my 4-book series because I think I have almost all of them on audiobook now. So that also will make it really, really easy. Arc-wise, December is really, really light. I don't have a new release in mind because I do have to read a new release every month for the challenge. So right now, my plan is to read North is the Night by Emily Rath in December. I will have a physical copy of that arriving some point out to my home in the next 2 weeks, I'm assuming, or week. I don't know. It just depends. But I should get that in, and I'm really, really curious to see what I think of it. The other arc I got is The Empress by Kristen Cass. I would like to try and read this month. This comes out January 2025. This is a ruthless battle-scarred warrior with a dark past. She's stuck pretending to be his wife to save a fantasy kingdom. I did get art with my arc. But yeah, I'm going to take this with me to read. This is also going to go in my project for reading 2025 arcs. So yeah. Fake Marriage, She Calls Her Little Fawn, Tarot Inspired. Yeah, I'm going to try to read this month or start it late in December to read in January. Because like I said, there's not a ton of January releases right now. Or December, not January or December releases. Let's talk about my potentials for the month of December. I will again be prioritizing my 2025 releases. I'm hoping to finish 1 to 2 a week here. I would like to just prep myself to keep reading at that pace. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think it'll make it easier to keep up with my NetGalley arcs and also just kind of have less panic when things happen. The other thing is I'm going to use my spinner wheel at least 1 to 2 times this month. That's kind of what the Romantasy spinner wheel's for. I want to use it occasionally to just get myself reading a couple things here and there. And then obviously the Christmas TBR will be happening. I did a video with Christmas potentials. I will be reading Christmas books during my vlogs all month long, because of course I'm going to. I also want to prioritize my KU checkouts, which I just talked about recently. I would like to read like a handful of those this month. I don't have any in particular in mind, like just not my holiday ones counting in that handful. So 2 or 3 and I would be very happy. Last but not least, I'm gonna get Pack Darling by Lola Rock because one of my members just said that they read it in like a day, and I'm intrigued, and honestly I am desperate for some engrossing reads. So I'm hopefully going to read that in December, at least part 2 or 1. I don't know. We'll see how far I get. I will be finishing this series this month, though. I'm 99% sure. That is high on my list of reads for the month of December. Manga-wise, this is what I'm going to tell you right now. We did a low-key 30 and 30 in November, and I'm going to have read a good bit, right? And I think my only goal for manga in December is going to be just finishing some more stuff up. I would like to just get caught up. I would like to continue to clear my shelves. Again, I am overrun with unread manga. I'm going to have to do a reading manga like it's my job video like very soon. Maybe this month I might do that. I don't have specific manga picked out for December though, because I kind of, again, just want to pick a thing up and read it. I don't know that I don't want to overthink it. I just want to pick the things up and read them. So that's my goal. I've got a handful of new releases I've gotten in the last 2 months that I've not read, so getting through those would be fantastic, but I don't have like any specific ones in mind at all. So I still really want to get caught up on Witch Hat Atelier, but again, we'll see what I do. But I would like to not read 1 a day, but like a manga every other day or so for the month of December again. Kind of carry on what I did in November, where I'm constantly picking it up also and rotating it back into my life. I always struggle post 30 and 30s, I feel like, to continue to pick up my mangas because sometimes I just don't think about it when I don't have the challenge in a weird way. I know that sounds weird, but that's truly what happens. But yeah, this is a really short, quick reset because like I said, December is all about cozy reading for me and just enjoying a lot of time with family. So that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, let me know in the comments your December reading plans or life plans. Do you have anything fun happening? If you don't want to do that, you can leave me a holiday wintertime emoji of your choice. I will have links to everything for you down below that I talked about, links to my friend anywhere on the internet, and I will catch you all in just a few days. Bye!
already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is